Yo, so this group chat full of white girls leaked, and they were talking about, like, sleeping with black men, and this is the shit that they said. Like, y'all have to really pause this. Oh! You see that? Black guys would do anything to be with a white girl. It's kind of pathetic. You know the fuck what? Because I went to school with black boys who would say the most heinous shit to dark-skinned women and just black women in general. And they would date exclusively white girls for the exact same reason. It's insane. But never did I ever think I was going to actually hear white women talk about it. Of course, not everybody's like this. I get that. But we're not going to pretend like this isn't an issue. Another screenshot said, if I tell a black boy I want to pee in his mouth, he will let me. No way with a white guy. Black guys have low self-esteem and love us. Ooh. I don't want to hear shit about preference ever again.
Now, I was simply unperturbed and nonchalant when these messages leaked. I went on my day as usual, and I didn't plan on doing a video behind this. Shout out to all the black women. You already know. I'm sure you're going to flood the comment section. Let's all say it together. Not my fight, right? So I had no interest in doing a video on this. However, there is another angle and another key, honey, okay? And something that we do have to discuss based on what happened behind these messages being leaked. So boom, a private group chat was leaked online, and it's a conversation between a group of white women, they're friends, and they were talking about dating or marrying black men. I'm not going to read everything, but I will basically read a few things. So basically someone said, black guys will do anything to be with a white girl. It's kind of pathetic. They don't have any appeal. You know, they're not good looking. Someone said, laughing my ass off, ask a white guy to come over at 3. He'll say no. Ask a black guy to come over and he'll be right there in a heartbeat. So basically they were dragging black men and really just expressing how they feel about being a preference, right? And the messages go on and on. Someone said black men would go above and beyond to please you because being with a white woman to them is a dream come true, right? And these are all things that we've heard before. Remember recently, since Santana was called out for saying something along those lines. And again, these are not statements that should affect you as a black woman. These are not statements that should hurt your feelings. These are not statements that should make you feel bad. These are not statements that should make you feel defensive, right? And want to go put on a cape and say, no, you know, our black men, they love us, or these are not statements that should make you now then go to black men and say, listen, look at what your preferences are saying to you, because they already know. They already know. So we don't need to tell them anything that they already know. Okay. It makes you look desperate, and you're not desperate. It ain't that deep. They already know. Okay, so typical story, right? Someone from the Caucasus Mountains says some things that offend some people. They get a lot of backlash. They then defend themselves, and then they apologize, right? Typical story. I'm bored. But what was very interesting to me and what really prompted me to get on here and do a video was that regardless of the fact that many black women said, we're going to sit this one out. We're going to mind our business on this one. We're just we just going to be over here. I'm going to be over here deep conditioning while y'all figure that out, right? Despite black women as a collective saying, we're going to sit this one out, somehow, some way, we get dragged right back in. And I am confusion. Not for nothing. Even white women are confused. They said, no, leave black women out of this. This is between you and me. Okay? Preference to preference-y. And even though majority of black women are finally seeing the light and finally coming around, and we're finally getting on code and saying this is not our fight, you do have some black women that went into the DMs of the white women that were in the group chat and were fighting on behalf of black men, okay? Don't know why, but that's what they did. And it really turned around and slapped them in the face. This is why we mind our businesses in the first place. So I stumbled down a rabbit hole of black men who basically feel like the Snapchat group chat that was exposed was actually fake, okay? They are dissecting the jargon. They're dissecting the way these women communicate. They're dissecting the words used. And they feel like this was fake, okay? They're not jacking it, okay? They're saying someone created this and made this up. We don't believe it. White women love us too much for them to really say some shit like this behind our backs. It can't be real. Okay. And it's not just that they're saying, this can't be real. They're saying that it must be a black woman behind this alleged fake group chat. Now, realistically speaking, we live in 2020. People have a lot of time on their hands, and there are just a lot of weirdos out there, okay, that will literally create fake accounts and talk to each other, right? So I'm not even going to put that past. I'm not even going to put that so far behind, right? This very well could have been a fake account. But it's not the fact that it was a fake account for me. Because what was said, regardless to whether it was fake or not, what was said is very much true. So that's not the issue for me. It's you niggas that automatically assume that it's a black woman behind the fake account, and it's you same niggas, male and female, because some women think that too. You're the very people that these women in the group chat were talking about. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. Someone said this is just an indication of how badly black women want to see black men hurt for choosing someone over them. They drag other black women that they view as competition just as bad as they're trying to do these white girls. And someone responded and said, how the freak you blame black women for white women dragging you all on a group chat.
If you grow up as a white girl,
yes,
and you get attention from black guys,
yes,
in my experience and all the other white girls that I know, we don't think that getting attention from black guys gives you a status of some sort. If you get attention from the white guys, you do have the status more than if you get attention from black guys.
As a man, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with that.
Well, as a woman who gets attention and who grew up in a white culture more than a black culture, I'm going to tell you that getting attention from black guys is not a badge of honor if you're white.
Okay.
And I'm white.
You are white.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me in the year of Black Lives Matter, white women have been exposing themselves and y'all still gonna blame black women? Oh yeah, it's a wrap. And this is why, ladies, this is why we mind the business that protects us. Say it with me. Mind the business that protects you. Mind the business that supports you. Mind the business that loves you. Point blank purr. In response to black women reposting these threads, you do have some black men that were basically like, well, what do you think white men say about y'all? Like, do you really think they put y'all on a pedestal? Someone said, do you think they're saying I love her kinky hair and her cocoa butter scent? But unlike you guys, black women know that there is a possibility that we might be fetishized. We know that there's a possibility that, he could be racist or have a racist past, or he could raise our children or, to be racist or things like we know all of these things, and we consider all of these things. We're very realistic about these things. So if a white man comes out and says these things, we're like, well, we already know, and fuck you too. But when the shoe is on the other foot, you guys do this. Here comes the drama. Here comes the dramatics, the theatrical, the theater, honey. Here comes the whining, the crying. Oh, I must be the fly. I have to be. You're big babies about it. Like, that's the difference. That's the only difference. You guys cannot accept the fact that, yes, some people, oh my gosh, you're not their preference. You're not their preference, but you can't accept that. So here we go. Now you drag black women into it, saying, no, it must be black women because they're our number one haters, when in fact, we were ignoring the whole thing. To the pick-me's in the back, save your energy. You might as well get on cold, girl, because they don't care. They don't care that you're a pick-me. Eventually, you'll be a pick-not. Hey, when it's not your business, you get out of there. You get on out of there. It's none of your business. Don't you fight. Ciao, this is ghetto. Y'all let me know what you thought about this, or you can let me know what you're doing for the holidays this year. I would love to know. What are your plans for 2021? You know, like, girl, girl, I love y'all. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.